Jason, how is it? Okay, I'm seeing something. Great, great. Okay, good. Okay, so it's gone again. All right. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, good. All right. It looks stable. It looks stable, Jason. I guess that's ideal lah in general. Okay, so can I confirm you are right-handed? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. You are right-handed, just to confirm.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And then so a few adjustments to do, yeah. The video looks great. Okay, wonderful. Now, first you gotta, I'm sorry, you're using Android or iPhone?
iPhone.
All right, okay, iPhone. So like, I'm also an iPhone user, and I know this iPhone can be a bit naggy lah. So
Yeah.
we're gonna solve that problem together.
Okay.
First thing first, you gotta make your iPhone into a landscape mode. So currently it's portrait and it makes the viewing very bad. So don't turn it like that. I don't want you to turn it like that. It will still be
Okay.
portrait, you see. I really want you to flip your phone, like to make it landscape like that. Not just like when you want to view a video or something, you're gonna just turn it lah and make it
Okay.
landscape. Okay. Then the zoom will follow and it's just much better, right? Okay, flip it like that. Yeah. Okay, not yet, not yet, not yet. Like make it landscape. Make sure it's not locked. Uh, make sure it's not locked. Okay. All right. Okay, I gotta show you. I gotta show you. All right. Okay. Can you see my video?
Yep.
Okay. I mean that you should do this to your phone. Do this. Okay. See. Now your
Okay.
video is landscape, which is much better. Like really
Yep.
much better. Stop that. And then now you can put it on the jaw and that'll be great. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Now, on your monitor, on your laptop monitor, right? I
yep.
want you to pin your own video so that you don't have to see anybody else's video. Only your video is important.
Okay.
Once you pin it, your laptop video disappear and my video disappear. Am I correct?
Yep.
Now, the reason why this is very important because now this is where it gets useful. Let's take I don't know, a homework or a note, whatever paper you have from your school lah, or your textbook also fine. Anything.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Okay, good. So
Yep.
let's say you open this book. Let's say you open it to your homework or something. Okay. Now look at the video on your desktop, right?
Yep.
See that your video is quite clear, but since the font is small, we cannot read the font very well. Am I correct?
Yep.
That means if I screenshot this page, I also cannot see it. Now, why would I screenshot your page? Because then I can go to Jamboard and try to help you.
Mm.
Okay, so now in your phone video zoom, you also pin it, yeah, you also pin it.
Yep.
You can zoom in a little bit. You can pinch it just a little bit, just to make the words clearer. Okay, would you please try that? Oh, it's gone. Okay, it's gone. Okay, try again. All right, pinch it a little bit. Yeah, nice. Okay, can you see that in your monitor, your wording also already look quite nice, lah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I don't want you to pinch even more. That looks like a good idea, but I cannot see your whole page. That's bad. Secondly, I cannot follow your writing because your page is not very important. Let me tell you why. At the start, I will ask you, okay, Jason, which questions from homework you want to ask? So you are going to screenshot this to the Jamboard. Okay, so we're going to try that, okay? We're going to try that.
Okay.
Would you please screenshot your own video using your keyboard? Do you know how to do that?
Yep.
Okay, so Windows button Shift and S if you know, okay? Good. And then you go to Jamboard. Go to your Jamboard, right? Listen. And then you simply Control V there. You just simply paste that thing there.
It's loading.
Okay, all right. Yeah, you go to page five. Okay, you put it on page
Okay.
5, which looks very well, right? You even crop it for me, which I like a lot. You need to crop the useless thing out, which is what you did. Okay, so then I say, okay, Jason, I can clearly see this, and then I will move it to the next page. You follow me to the next page, then you see the next page, and then I make it bigger, and then I'm happy already.
Mm.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Now, when this happens, your book is out of the camera.
Mm.
Your book is already on the Jamboard. So let's say your book is out. So just put your book aside, for example. Okay. And then you take a paper. You take a paper.
Okay. Let me grab a paper.
Right. So any foolscap paper will work.
Okay.
So let's say I can see your paper quite well, right? Not the full paper, but your paper is quite well. Now, I want you to now pretend to do the questions here. No? So at your Jambo, at your desktop monitor, you don't look at your own video. You look at the Jamboard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Me, I'll be looking at your video, right? So let's say you do question A lah, right? You pretend that there's no answer key there. You just do question A, just write something for me.
Okay.
All right. So sometimes you will notice from your own video that I cannot see your hand lah. I cannot see your hand. Can you notice that? Do you see that? When you write normally, I cannot see your hand. Okay. So maybe you try, okay, let's say you try to lower it a bit. All right. Okay. Okay. So and then you try to do part A lah. Let's say you do part A. Then you do something and then all right. Okay. Then let's say I say, okay, hey, I want to talk to you about it. Usually I'll be doing the screenshot. So nothing seems to happen at your side, but I will say, hey, Jason, please look at your Jamboard. And then I suddenly have you working on the Jamboard. Can you see that?
Mm.
And that's how I communicate to you, Lu, if this makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so again, I'll say, okay, hey, Jason, all right, let's think about this for a while. Okay, this is -8. Okay, and then I put +7 to make you think. -8 plus -7, which is the answer, and then 8 plus -7, and then 8 plus 7. Would that be all the combo possible?
Mm.
Okay, so the easiest one will be the last one. You answer for me.
15.
All right, which is great. Now, your choice, but you got to do all three. I'm trying to make you think, right? So, you can do it, you can write on the Jamboard, whatever, right?
Okay.
Sure, I'm seeing what you're doing. All right. All right. I'm seeing what you're doing. Okay. Right. So I'll say here, two wrong, but I don't tell you which one. Two wrongs. I don't tell you.
Mm.
I really want you to find out yourself, right? I really want you to find out yourself. And with that, I'm gonna cancel this lah. Now, I am trying to find out the source of confusion. Remember that last time when we meet, you can do this quite well,
Yeah.
right? But now you're doing it wrong. But then again, that's how do I say, this takes some time to get used to, right?
Mm.
Instead of thinking, I need to get this right today, no. You want to think about what is the problem, and then you're going to solve it. How do I say this? When you finally solve it, you're going to solve it permanently
Mm.
by thinking about it and making quite a lot of mistakes at the start when we can afford it. Let me give you a timeline. If you still are making mistakes for the month of February, this month, yeah. If you make mistakes for 1 month, that's still okay. You have 1 month to kind of settle this in your mind. Not 1 week, not 1 day, not today.
Mm.
You understand me? But after 1 month, if you're not getting it, then I have to start to drill to you so that the damage is limited because they're going to use it from now on, something like that. But I don't want to drill very quickly. No, no, no. I want you to think about it and figure out your own mistakes. Clear, yeah?
All right.
Which is why I'm asking you to do this. -8 minus 7. Because I'm trying to find out what is the problem with you. Minus 7. Basically, I'm just changing the plus with the minus, right?
Mm.
Okay. So I don't tell you where it is wrong. Instead, I give you more things to work out. Let's see how it goes. Give it a try.
Okay.
Right? -8, -7, -15. Okay, so far so good. And then you have this as 15 also. All right. Let me confirm this, Jason. The difference between the first one is that's -15 and the second one is +15, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, cool. Okay, at least I understand that there is a difference. I agree with you. There should be a difference. Okay. If you're changing, you are thinking about it, correct? Okay, you're changing it to, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Jason, I forgot something. Sorry.
Nope.
I have a paper now, right? I can
Nope.
follow you using paper. Actually, I don't want you to do too much using the drawing pad.
Okay.
Actually, like paper is just better for you. Just copy everything, you'll find it very fast one. Okay, just whack everything. Right? Okay.
All right.
Just whack the -1, the -1 first, right? Okay. okay, on this paper lah. Okay, that I can follow you very easily. You're giving me your thoughts, isn't it? I think you're almost done. Okay, good.
Done.
Okay, good. Now, to me, it's very easy to discuss again by let me just do that, right? And then just
Yep.
pasting it there. Okay, wait. Okay, and then I'll put it there. Then we can start our discussion. Now, let me confirm that writing on paper is still better than writing, than
Yeah.
writing. Okay, and that's why we have a video, lah, right? That's why we have a video. So even though I write things to you on Jamboard, do not feel that you have to write something on Jamboard. Do not feel that, right? Okay, that's all. Now, I'll say how many wrongs also, and then, okay, let me check. Yeah, but I won't tell you which one. So, okay, so I'm gonna ignore this guy, right? It's not, okay, so, it's very, okay, right. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, two wrongs. I can confirm that that seems to be the most complicated one in the wrongs one, but um, which one do you think is right and which one do you think is wrong?
Last one is correct.
Okay, then,
And first one?
right, I'm still not telling you which one. Okay, I'm trying to understand what you're thinking. Now, let me confirm one more thing before we start to discuss. Okay, let me confirm one more thing, right?
Yep.
Back then, if you remember, I told you times and divide is actually much easier than plus and minus.
Yeah.
I find that to be the case. Okay, so plus and minus, oh, you each get two wrong and you do not even know which one. To be fair, you're comfortable with the last one now, which is great,
Yeah.
okay, which is great. But that's not going to happen very much, right? Okay, so I just want to confirm that your times and divide is good, and then we immediately jump to plus minus. I think I have a good news for you. Let's hope that's true. Okay, so 8 times 7, that's an easy one, and then minus 8 times 7, and then 8 times minus 7, and then minus 8 times minus 7. Okay, I'm writing this on Jamboard, and you do not have to do that.
Alright.
Okay, so go ahead, just to confirm.
Give me a sec. I need to grab a new pen.
Here.
Okay, back.
Yep, that's cool. All right. Okay, needless to say, do not confirm using calculator because if you use calculator, you will always be correct. But I guess that defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So if you want to know, the number is 56. We're always concerned with the sign lah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're absolutely correct with your times, and therefore your divide will be correct. Lah.
Yep.
Now, what makes times and divide easier is because, first of all, the number never change.
Mm.
But in plus and minus, the number can and will change.
Mm.
Right? Secondly, actually, the rules of times and divide seems to be much simpler, even though we may not understand. So that's great. Okay. Now, I'm trying a few ways to explain. Jason, if you don't understand an explanation or you're forcing yourself to accept it, okay, don't. When we have time, don't do that.
Mm.
I'm telling you from the start that right now we have time to slowly settle the problems in your mind. Okay?
Okay.
If I tell you that there is time, believe me, use it well so that near exam, this is not near exam, near exam, you don't have to memorize too many things or force yourself to do things that you don't understand.
Okay.
It will be simple and easy and understandable because you already did the job of thinking. Okay, right? So right now we have, now I'm trying the first method. I'm trying the first method. Okay. Okay, wait, sorry, my drawing pad. Sorry, just a minute. My drawing pad is not working. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so looking at the wrong thing. Okay. Now, when you have, I'll call this a double sign. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. This is also a double sign, but we never care what. Plus and plus, we never care, right? Plus and plus, we never care. But plus and minus, we stop and think. If that makes sense?
Yep.
Okay, a double sign. Now, this double sign plus a negative, something like that, can, or rather, can always be treated as a hidden times. Now, what do I mean by that? This is a positive number times a negative number, even though you don't see any number at all.
Mm.
Okay, consider this positive 1 sneaking there and negative 1 sneaking there. Why am I saying this? Because your positive times negative will always make it into a negative, correct? That's what you did, minus with this. So this double sign, there is something that you can always do. You can always write this down. You can always make it into like that. What am I doing? I'm not canceling it. I'm saying that positive times negative becomes negative, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Right? Here's another double sign, positive and negative, which is simply positive times negative. And you have no problem. That will become
Negative.
negative. Okay? So that kind of simplifies things. We don't have to think too much. All right? Okay. Now, let's see whether that's useful or not. Let's see lah. Let's see. Now, let me ask you, is 8 minus 7 1?
Yes.
Then therefore, this answer is correct. 8 plus minus 7 is 1.
Okay.
Okay, now let's look at the other two. Negative 8 minus 7 becomes negative 1. Would you like to stick or do you like to change?
I'll keep.
Stick. Then I will use logic again, not memorization.
Okay.
So here's a negative 8, which you know is a very negative number, right?
Yep.
It's a very negative number. A very negative number, minus 7. Now, what's your experience with minus 7? The number will always be?
1.
Smaller. Sorry, no, smaller.
Yeah, smaller, yeah.
8 minus 7 will be a smaller number than 8. Now, negative 8 minus 7, then logic, right, should also be smaller than negative 8. Now, you give yourself negative 1. Is negative 1 smaller than negative 8?
It's not.
It is not. Is that acceptable for you?
No.
Then think about it and please give an answer that is smaller than negative 8, if that makes sense.
Mm.
Okay. Of course, you can just write down on your paper, right? No need to
Yep.
use. Right? So you think that now it should be negative 15,
Yep.
right? Negative 15. And I will say that that would be correct. Now, your thinking seems to require two things. Making the sign simpler, a double sign should be converted into a single sign, just easier. And then use some sort of logic to check your answer. Okay? Because you seem like you're writing the negative 15 quite, how do I say, quite confidently.
Mm.
Okay, so if that's true, good for you. If not, we'll try to strengthen it. Now, the first one, is it right or is it wrong? Then I will use logic to explain to you. Okay, now I'll give you something very easy.
Okay.
How about negative 8 plus 8? Now, this should be easy. What's negative 8 plus 8?
0.
Which I totally agree with you, right? Should be correct. Now, is it possible for a negative 8 plus 7 to be 1? Use logic.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
No.
And why not?
Because the number has to be smaller than negative 8.
Uh, uh, no, it's a plus 7. How can the result be smaller than negative 8?
Oh,
It's a plus, you know. If it is a minus 7, then I agree it goes smaller.
okay.
If it is a plus, I agree it'll go bigger. You
Okay.
know that.
Okay.
Why do I compare it with negative 8 plus 8? Because negative 8 plus 8 is 0. Is it possible if I plus 7, it becomes 1? Is it possible?
Mm, no.
And why is that?
Because it's because
Because 7
7 isn't bigger
is...
than 8.
How can the result be bigger? The
Okay.
result should be smaller.
Smaller. Okay.
Smaller than 0, not smaller than
Yeah.
0, smaller than 0. All right. So then your conclusion is,
Wrong.
but do you have a possible new answer? That's what's important. What do you think?
Yes.
Mhm. Okay, then you say it's negative 1, which I agree with you seems very logical. It is
Yeah.
correct anyway. All right. Now, for whatever it's worth, for whatever it's worth, you see 15 and negative 15, you see negative 1 and 1.
Mhm.
You cannot predict which one's which, by the way, but you will notice that it's always like that one. There'll be a 1 and a negative 1. There'll be a 15 and a negative 15. And it will not repeat that much. It will not repeat one in this 4 combo, right? For whatever that's worth, that's how it will be. Now, let's see what happened to the negative, right? So the last one is correct, right? The last one is correct. Now, you see a double sign here. Now, looks like you follow your teacher's advice. Negative becomes positive, right?
Yeah.
Which is the same rule as here. We're just applying a times rule because there's a sneaky times there. It's very weird. In a plus and minus, there is a times sneaking in. It's very weird,
Mm.
right? Now, you seem to know that rule, so plus, so this is correctly.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, please apply the double sign rule in plus and minus also. Please apply that also,
Okay.
right? Yeah, got it. Right, good. Now you're applying the double sign thing again. Negative and negative becomes positive, which is great. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Your problem is after that.
Yeah.
Do I explain it logically or can you see the problem already?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, then change it if you have an idea what can be correct.
Okay. Okay.
For whatever it is worth, I totally agree with you. It's -1.
Okay.
Okay. Now, and I believe that is correct. Now, the last one, the last one. Do
Okay.
you see any double sign? Do you see any double sign?
Yes.
No, that's not a double
Actually,
sign.
no, yeah.
And then I believe you make the mistake of converting them into a positive lah. I think you're
Yeah.
confusing a double sign. This is not a double sign at all. A double sign is always side by side. This is not double sign, and there is no hidden times here. There is no such thing.
Okay.
You are mistaking the rule here with here. This is not supposed to happen.
Mm.
So this should really, really stay -8 -7. It
Okay.
should really stay like that, right? Then the answer should be corrected lah. Now, what would it be? And I believe you are correct.
Okay.
Okay. Now, for whatever it is worth, look, yeah, we
Yep.
start with a positive one here. We start with a negative one here, right? And then they seem to be pairing each other very well. There's always somebody to pair. There you go. There's a pair. There's another pair. There's another pair. And there's another pair.
Mm.
Yeah. For whatever reason, that's what happened. That's what happened. All right. Now, very quickly without looking your work. Okay. Mine a -8 plus -7 without looking at anything. What do you think is the answer?
Uh, wait, what was the question again?
Yeah. So I am asking you to focus on my sound and don't look at
Okay.
anything. I am. This is totally different from doing math. Okay. I just want to know.
Okay.
-8 plus -7.
Okay.
Can you work out the answer immediately or you prefer some hints?
I can work. I think I can work it out.
But you cannot write anything,
Okay.
which makes it very difficult to some people. And I want to know. I want to know. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you
Uh.
do that without writing anything?
Okay. Give me a sec.
Sure. You're thinking it in your mind. Nothing else is helping you.
I think it's -15.
You are correct. You're correct.
Nice.
Good. Very good. Doing it without writing is not a requirement, okay? It's not a
Yeah.
requirement. I just want you to know that, if you concentrate, seems that you can do it.
Mm.
Okay. By the way, it's very slow. So that's not something we should do in exam, lah. Definitely
Yeah.
not. But at least you know that you can do it.
Okay.
Okay. And that's important. It's important. Okay. Now, there is no other way but to repeat this process until suddenly one day you click.
Okay.
So let's move to the next page of Jamboard. I'm just copying question from the same page lah,
Okay.
right? Okay. So let's say in this empty new page, you just see one question lah, which is this guy. Now I want you to immediately make 8 combinations.
Okay.
8 combinations. There's no other way but to do it like that. Okay. So make your own 8 combinations from the plus and from the minus. Okay, I believe you have all the combo,
Yep.
right? And then I suggest first thing first, settle the double sign. I suggest.
Okay.
Now, how do we settle double sign? Let me clarify for you. The moment you see this, you just use your pen to rewrite it into a positive.
Okay.
If you see this, you immediately rewrite it into a negative, which is always a good idea, and your teacher will not penalize.
Okay.
Okay, so give it a try. Handle all the double signs first. Something like that. All right, something like that. Okay, you will see that it's not very tidy, and that's for a good reason. You know that you're overwriting something. That's the whole point, lah. That's the whole point.
Done.
Okay, good. Now this should look easier, lah. Should look
Yeah.
easier as the whole, and then you start to think, look. Okay. Okay. Elliot, I can see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, Elliot, again, thanks for coming today. I really just want some updates, right? Okay. Um, Elliot, first of all, how are you? Are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay. No more flus, no more sickness, everything.
No.
All right. Now, is CCA in full speed?
Yeah, because NSG already.
So you'll be preparing for competitions. That's one, correct?
Yeah.
And then what else will you be doing as a senior besides, doing competitions?
Oh no.
Now, what's the expectation here until April? April, you'll be handing over. Am I correct?
Yeah, around that time.
So what's your expectation here regarding CCA and schoolwork lah? Like, how many time will CCA take away from the schoolwork, with all the competitions and everything, and you being a senior and all the stuff?
I mean, so far it already take a lot of time.
Tell me in detail what has happened in this 1 month regarding this taking time.
Like some of the matches
Okay.
could be in the morning,
Ah,
then return quite late, so miss a lot of class.
so that's what needs to happen. You are excused from the class, and that's how it works, lah. You and your CCA friends. Am I correct?
Yeah.
That's just what seniors do, lah. Because I don't think even sec threes do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what seniors do. So, and competition is still going on for February, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. For you, sorry, just a minute, Jason.
Yep.
Are you ready for the good or the bad news?
Yep.
Everything is correct.
Nice.
Nice. Try
Okay.
one more, which is C lah. You try C, you do all 8 combination, do the double sign simplification, and then hopefully you get all correct also.
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, back to you, Elliot. So until end of February, at least the matches, or are we going to March, or what's going on here?
If go nationals could be until March.
What's your prediction on that? Will you go nationals?
Most probably, because last year we second in nationals.
I hope you maintain that, right? And hopefully the team is having a very good teamwork. Okay.
Yeah.
So the expectation is beyond WA1. Will there be a WA1 by the way?
Yes.
So first of all, your WA1 will suffer lah. That's just the expectation, no? Am I
Yeah, I
am I
guess.
correct or not? All right. Okay. So it suffers because you're not attending class, and you'll also be tired lah. The two things, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. After WA1, your class will still suffer. Am I correct or not?
For a bit,
What do you mean by a bit?
until the competition ends.
Which is at where? Sorry. When?
Could be like March.
So mid-March, let's say. Mid-March.
Around there.
And that's the end of term 1, something like that. End of term 1.
Yes.
So going into term 2, you're saying that the matches should be over. Whatever happens.
Yeah.
And then what are other responsibilities do you have for the remaining 1 month as a senior? What do you think?
I don't really think I got anything else.
So your prediction is after the matches, your class will not suffer anymore, and your energy level will also be back lah, because you can now study more lah.
Yeah,
Something
should
like
be.
that. So that should happen at the start of term 2, something like that should be.
Yeah.
So your double A1 will suffer, and that's just how it is lah. That's just how it is lah.
Yes.
Now let me confirm a few things with you regarding that. Okay. First of all, will tuition suffer or not?
I mean, it depends. I don't really know the match dates.
So because tuition is at night and you will be having a match, right? And then you'll be going to school. So at the very least, will you be tired or not if you're having a lot of matches that week lah?
Yeah, then most probably.
All right. But regarding the Sunday class though, will your Sunday also be that affected? Sunday night?
No, shouldn't.
Sunday night, not so bad, but Tuesday night, I mean, that's what happened lah. Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, understood. Then second question is, this is not the first time it happens in your family, right? Your abang also go through all that, right? Last time.
Yes.
And then how does your mom and dad view this? Okay or not?
What do you mean? View what?
Because your abang did this, right? He also basketball, CCA, whatever, captain, right? He was a captain, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, for you, Jason, now, would you kindly take your calculator and confirm by yourself whether it is
Sure.
right? No, right? Time for the truth. Time for the truth. Okay. So back then, Noah should also kena lah, W1 kena, study kena for the first time and all those stuff lah, right? And the reason is because he has additional responsibility as a captain of CCA, right?
Yeah.
So you are experiencing the same thing lah. So does your father and mother know that, and how do they respond to that lah?
I mean, they know. Then they say, have to sacrifice your time for studies.
You mean sacrifice your fun time for studies?
Yeah.
Now that probably does not happen because your energy level is quite low, like at least for Tuesday. Right. But you're saying that they don't micromanage you or school you in any other way, lah. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good job, Jason. Good job, really good job. Yeah. I hope you're happy.
Yep.
Okay. Now you are now going to not do this 8 law. You're just going to go to some questions in your textbook that there's something like this.
Yep.
Copy paste to the Jamboard so that I know you're doing that, and then you're gonna try without doing all 8 lah. Let's see whether it works. Okay.
Okay.
Right. And yeah, that would be a good use of 10 minutes now. Let me confirm that you don't have any other homework you want to discuss with me.
Yeah, nothing.
All right, then let's strengthen this lah. Let's strengthen this. Hopefully we only have to do it for 1 or 2 times lah, right?
Okay.
Okay. Then Elliot, now, then I guess this is the most important thing, no? Now, what do you think? Can you accept all this? The fact that your WA1 will suffer lah, we're just not just talking about AMAT. I think it will just suffer as a whole.
Yeah.
You can accept?
I
Let me
mean,
confirm.
I have to.
I don't mind that lah. I have my reasons why I don't mind because, but yeah, if you can accept and I can accept, then what do you want tuition to do for you, during this month of February lah, I guess lah, February and mid-March lah. What do you want?
maybe like go through the stuff that like behind class
Mhm.
then can at least understand better.
You want me to help you catch up with class?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent, Jason. Excellent. So you are behind class right now. You don't even know whether you're behind class or not, isn't it? No, you will be behind class because you don't even attend holiday tuition, right?
Mm.
That was the ideal solution earlier, holiday tuition, but it didn't happen much. I want to whack you right now. Pa, po, pa, po. But the past is the past. Okay, now I will see you on Sunday, right? This has to happen. If that's what you want, I think it's bare minimum that you'll catch up lah. Because then, if not after WA1, after your match is over, you'll be in a shock low because your problem won't just be A math. That's the issue, right? If your
Yeah.
problem is just A math, I think that's actually very easy to solve. If all your other subjects are good, A math is bad, no problem, man. Very easy one. The issue is this will affect everything, not just A math. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Now, do you want tuition to also help you with the other subjects? Not everything lah. What do you think? What do you think? Think carefully.
Like how?
I mean, I suppose, considering all your subject, I can only help you with E-math and chemistry lah. There's A-math, there's E-math, and there's chemistry. If your E-math and chemistry is totally great, there is no need for help. Then we don't have to discuss them lah. I'll focus on A-math.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it bad, your E-math and chemistry?
No, my email is not so bad. It's not bad.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
chemistry is it's quite decent. Like I'm passing, but not a good pass. I think.
Which is, I don't think that's what you want for your O level, correct or not?
Yeah.
You don't want to just pass, right? Okay, fine. I understand. Jason, are you waiting for me?
Yeah.
In this tuition, unless I told you, don't wait for me. Don't wait for me.
Okay.
Now, what does that mean? If you, let's say I pretend I'm not talking to you right now and you're waiting for me, you remember, okay, hey, wait, I'm not supposed to wait for Kak Philip. What can you do?
Confirm it myself.
Yes, please do. Please do.
All right.
Which is something you can do in exam, right? Waiting is not a good thing anyway, right?
Mm.
Give it a try. So 2 down. So far, so good, right? Good. Now try more, a bit more. Try a bit more, right? Looks
Okay.
like the double sign thingy is working, right? Good.
Yep.
Good. Good. Okay. Now, Elliot. Now, have you thought about JC or Poly?
No. But actually, I have thought about it. But then,
Yes. Yes.
like, a lot of people saying different stuff. Then, so I still have no idea where I want to go.
Would you mind sharing with me what you think? First thing first, what do you think?
I mean, like, honestly,
Yeah.
I don't want to like spend 2 more years in the classroom.
Which
Like,
is you're referring to JC.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Then
But then also like they say to go uni from poly is like very hard.
who told you that?
Like my friends are.
Your friends where? Your friends in O level.
Yeah, they say they heard from like the senior, then maybe like the top of the class or what. Oh no.
Well, I have a story for you that one. Do you want to hear that right now or later regarding that issue?
I think now better.
Okay. Now, what do you do, Jason? You don't wait for me, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Both my brother and my wife. You know that I have a wife like Kak Dina, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that I have a brother, Rulu?
No.
He is Kak Daniel, the piano player.
Oh,
If you have no idea, well, he's there. He's there in the church and everything, right? Okay.
yeah.
So, that's weird. Okay, Jason, you show me how you confirm because you're supposed to be correct. Show me how you confirm. Show me your
Uh,
calculator. Okay. Okay, you're gonna retype it and then just leave it there. Okay, leave it there for me to see because you're supposed to be correct. So the two of them went through the poly and then uni route. Okay, they're also going for mechanical engineering. So happens lah. So mechanical engineering might not be what you want. Okay, might not be, but that's what they do lah. Okay, so they have no. Let me see your confirmation. Oh, I'm so sorry. I see what you mean. I'm so sorry. Okay, my mistake. Okay, I think I read wrongly. Yeah, Jason. Show me your work. Show me your work. Oh, I saw the mistake. Yeah, I saw the mistake. Your double sign. Think about your double sign. Just to be very clear, check your double sign one more time before you decide lah. Okay. Plus and minus become
minus.
which is correct. That means your double sign is not wrong. That means the problem is after that. After that. Okay, check it out. Okay. So that's what they did. They have to go through a very long route, lah, according to them. Actually, yeah, that's not what happened, right? If you go to poly for 3 years and you choose a uni course, which is very similar to the poly one, then you can just do a uni 3 years. This one you should know already. Elliot, can I confirm that you know this?
Yeah.
All right. Now, what happened is that obviously they are not on the top of the class, right? They're not really like that one, but they did quite well because they are studious person lah. They are studious person. In poly, you see a lot of types of student one, but they both went to NYP, and you get a good mix of studious person and not so studious person. Okay. People who don't mind studying and people who really study just for bare minimum or bare pass because they really don't like studying. They prefer to do practical stuff and they prefer to do other things. In Polytechnic, turns out you have a lot of freedom to do what you want. Okay, attendance must be observed, but other than that, there isn't much other thing that you have to observe. So if you want to do bare minimum, you will get bare minimum, but you will still pass. That's at least the kind of persons you will meet in NYP. The NYP, I know for sure. Maybe you'll meet a little bit more of the studious person type in SP if you choose to go to SP. So different poly, different mix of crowds. Okay?
Yeah.
So all you have to do is to be in the top, I believe now it's in the top 20%. If you're in the top 20% of graduates of poly, then you can cut your 1 year in uni, provided that the course is, provided that the course is relevant to your poly course. Okay. So what I'm telling you just now, is there anything new or you already know?
Got new.
What is the new thing?
About the cut the uni and 20%.
Okay.
Of 20%.
Let's talk about more on Sunday, right? Because I have to attend to the other students already. Okay. Okay, Elliot. Nice to see you finally. I'll see you on Sunday. Right. Now, for you, Jason, how do you feel so far?
Nice. I understand. I understand the thing now a bit more.
Is this the problem that you are feeling from school?
Yeah.
And your teacher is still around here?
Yep.
All right, good. Good. This again, I tell you, is not meant to be rushed. And it is meant that you can do this 100%.
Okay.
But we have time. we're taking it slow. And that's why it makes sense to finally, after a while, demand that you can do this every time correctly.
Okay.
But that time is not now.
Yeah.
Right now is the time to figure out the problem. Okay. Now you'll see other students or even your teacher sometimes advocating memorization.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I am not doing that. And therefore, in front of you, Jason, you have option. You can go the memorizing route. You can go the thinking route. You can combine them.
Okay.
Whatever it is, at the end of February, you need to be 100% correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Good job for today. I will see you next week.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Kirby and Abigail, I can see both of you now. Kirby, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. As per usual, video and stuff. Yeah, I can see you're definitely on time today. I'm very happy. Very happy, yeah. Definitely an improvement. The next improvement is to have your video on by this time. That will be the next one. Don't worry. Okay. Let's try next week we do that. For today, let's just on your video and then we can start after you're on it. Would that be okay? Okay, you're muted. Yeah, I cannot see you. Now, Abigail, you're muted also. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Abigail, I can hear you clearly. Now, we are still at the facing the same issue last week. I really want to see you working on a video, and yeah, the problem seems to be the camera and whatever not, right? We cannot meet because I was late, so a bit of apologies on that. I asked your dad for help. Did he say anything?
No.
Oh, okay, okay. Is your dad there right now?
No, he's busy.
But he's at home.
Yeah.
Then do you mind just setting up everything, put your phone there, zoom in video, and then we have that same problem. And then kindly call your dad because I already asked him for help. Let's see whether he can, help us fix this. Would that be okay? If you have concerns, just tell me.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Please unmute. I can see your book, but I'm not sure whether you're ready or not. Tell me, are you? Oh, your video is off now. Your video is on. Your video is gone now.
Hello.
Yes, Kirby. Okay, you're back. Okay, yeah. Thought I lost you. Okay. You okay?
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, it's on again. Okay, good. Okay, landscape, please. Oh, it's off again. Okay, nice. Right, good stuff. Okay, good. Good. Now, Kirby, because you're muted just now, I don't know whether you're ready or not. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Kirby, to me, great improvement on the video starting also. I think you started very quickly this time. Okay, I like it very much. Last time you will come in, a bit late, and then your starting of video will also be very slow. Today you're doing it like, I like it a lot. Okay, next week, make it perfect. Start the video at 7:30. And then that's it, look. That's how to be on time. All right. Okay. I really like it. Okay. Now you have with me, you have for us here science, chemistry. Does it mean that you want to do chemistry today? You know, all the exam topics. We can finish yesterday's physics. You can, right? We are in the middle, right? We're in the middle, all those stuff, because, you know, we lost a bit of an hour. You can choose just yesterday's physics, right? You know, yesterday the EM thing, right? Yeah, the EM one, because we were talking about the topics, right? We were doing the EMAF one, the EM waves. Yeah, EM waves. Okay. You can do the EM waves one, and then you can also do the light and sound if that's what you want for physics, because we haven't done a lot of physics, so it's a good idea anyway. Okay. Okay. Do you have any better idea, Kirby? Is that okay? Is that what we want to do here? The physics one? Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. I'll follow you. Your Jamboard is almost full, so you might want to. Oh no, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, on your Jamboard, Kirby. That's the last thing that you have to do. I still have to tell you to go into Jamboard. Right. Okay. Okay, very nice, Abigail. I'm seeing stuff. Please make it into landscape, Abigail. Okay. Now, Abigail, can you see your video in your own laptop? Can you do that? Okay, you're muted, yeah, Abigail. I believe you're muted.
Yes.
Okay. Now, Abigail, can you see the difference between, you know, Kirby's video and your video? Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's the problem we're trying to solve. Okay, we're trying our best to solve this so that I can see your working better lah, right? If you don't mind, would you please call your dad and then
Hai
after
Philip,
he...
gue lagi di sini.
Look at, yeah.
Gue akan pakai HP gue.
Oke, coba dulu ya. Coba kita lihat.
Oke.
Because usually nggak ada masalah. Handphone siapapun oke nih. Jadi kenapa ya gitu. Herb, I think you are in, right? Okay, good, Kirby. Great. Okay, I can follow you well, Kirby. I thought we did this. We didn't do this yesterday. Wait, what? I thought we did a lot of pages yesterday. Wait, what? Was this the book that you did yesterday? Wait. Okay. Let's go back to yesterday's book. I think it's better, right? Abigail, ini handphonenya Teddy ya? Betul? Oke, main camera dan di landscape, dan itu udah kelihatan udah jauh lebih jelas ya.
Gimana, Phil? Bisa, Phil?
Di landscape dulu boleh? Di landscape dulu.
Landscape, Bi?
No, your phone keeps turning off.
Turning off,
Good. Okay. Now zoom in a little bit, please. Let's give it a try. It already looks better. Tadi boleh confirm ini main camera ya, betul ya? Bukan selfie camera kan? Ini main camera. Oke. Could you please? Jangan selfie camera. Selfie camera pasti lebih jelek. Ini harus pakai main camera.
Ini main camera.
Oh, this is main camera. Okay, good. Landscape again. Landscape it. Okay.
Wait, I don't know why.
Yeah, that happens. That happens to phone. That's just what Zoom do lah. It's very weird one. Okay, landscape it, please. You just have to flip it again. Kirby, would you zoom in a little bit for me? I think it will help me just a little bit. Just a little bit. Zoom in just a little bit. Right? Okay. Abi or Teddy, could you please landscape it and then actually zoom out? I think it's too much zoom in already. Okay. Landscape, nice. And then zoom out instead of zooming in. Zoom out a little bit. Nice. Okay. So Abi, zoom in again. Now I cannot see already. Now I cannot see. Zoom out, zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a little bit. Okay. Zoom in just a little bit. Just a little bit more. A little bit, Abi. Just a little bit. Yeah, nice. Okay. Okay, now I can barely read it, which is, I think that's great. That's enough. Good, good. So, Abi and Teddy, there is a difference lah. We do not know why, but this is what seems to work loh. Boleh nggak Teddy handphonenya dipakai dulu?
Yeah. You can use my phone, B.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Kirby, same thing. Can you just zoom in a little bit for me? Because I still cannot read it very well. A little bit will be nice. Okay. Okay, Abi, you can take off the English one, right? What do you want to what should we do today? If you don't know, give me updates first lah. Then we will find out.
Can we do chemistry?
Anything you want. But tell me, why do you want to do chemistry?
Well, I was absent like last week and I missed like a few lessons and I didn't really get crystallization.
I don't mind. Tell me why you're absent.
Sick.
Oh, you're sick. Oh, you're sick. Now, what else do you miss besides chemistry?
I think I missed like math too and like physics, but I don't know what they taught.
So the sickness is like you're being absent lah, like for 3 or 4 days, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, for now, let's catch up the best that we can. If you have something you can show me from class, that's better. Okay, we're going to do a lot of screenshotting, so you better help me. Now, Kirby, I've been trying to... Okay, Kirby, tell me if there's a problem. Because every time I ask you to zoom in, the video kind of blanks out, and then the result is it's not zooming in. Are you having trouble zooming in, Kirby? Is that
I
the
moved
problem?
it closer.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Kirby? No,
So-
I don't want you to move it closer. That's not what I want. You will
Huh?
hit your
Zoom
head. Right?
in?
I don't want. I want you to
It's not hitting my head.
pinch out your screen, like literally, like
Huh?
zoom using your finger. You can do that one. You just pin your video and then you can start to zoom out.
Ow.
You can do that. Totally do that, and that's what we need to do. Okay. Don't put it closer. It will bang your head, and then you'll be very annoyed with your phone holder. Don't. Can you do that, Kirby? You're muted, by the way.
How do I do it? What?
You literally just pinch out, pinch in your Zoom screen one. That's how.
Huh?
Can I confirm whether you're using iPhone?
Yeah.
iPhone always give us all sorts of trouble. So you're saying that when you pinch out or pinch in your screen, your Zoom screen in your iPhone, nothing happens. Is that what you're saying?
How do I?
Okay, it's gone again.
How do I pin my thing on my phone?
You either you double tap or there's an option to pin your video one.
It's not working. Oh,
Okay.
I don't know.
The problem is because right now you are looking at Abigail's video, so right that makes it unable not pinned. No, you can pin your own. No, you can
Huh?
pin your own. You can. What do you mean by can?
It's just it shows you and my video. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, I have an iPhone also, so I'm gonna find out. Okay, I'm gonna find. We better solve this once and for all, right? We better solve. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Okay, let me do something about that. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay, right. Good. Okay. Now, for example, I want to pin your video, right? Can I do that? Yes. Okay. So Kirby, if you double click your own video, there will be an option will come out, and there's an option to pin.
Oh,
Like in the Zoom screen, you see a lot of video. You double click yours, then pin it. Yeah.
I can only
right?
see mine.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it means that when you pin it, you only see yours, which is good. Then now you can zoom in, zoom out.
Oh,
Try pinching. See, it works now. See, that's what I
okay.
mean. There you go. Okay, that's nicer. Okay, I can already read better. Okay, so Kirby, you know how to do it, yeah? Next time you set it up this way, loh. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Much better for me. Thank you very much. All right, now. Now I cannot tell whether you want to ask something right now. Do you want to ask something, Jason?
Me? No.
Yeah. No? All right. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. After the table, either you ask me a question by screenshotting as per usual. If you screenshot something, I know immediately you want to ask. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay. Now, is the phone banging your head?
No.
All right. Good. It shouldn't annoy you in any way. If it is annoying, you tell me, or we can change.
Yeah.
Abigail, are you okay? Not seeing you. Abigail, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, good. Are you showing me something? Because I'm not seeing anything at all.
I'm not showing you anything.
You're waiting for, oh no, I'm waiting for you. You're waiting for me. That's not good. So you're saying that there is nothing from your class, no notes, no nothing that you get while you're sick, nothing?
No.
Now, you tell me clearly what you know, whatever you know regarding what you missed. You say crystallization. What is it that they are talking about? Just roughly, whatever you know.
Just like the process of like crystallization.
Okay,
and like,
sure. And then? Go ahead. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't really remember the rest, to be honest.
Of course, because you're sick, man. You're sick, man. So what you're saying is this: you go back to school after you're sick. You realize that the class has moved on, so you barely understand. That's what happened, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, Kirby, you can check the answer key, but if you want to ask something, please screenshot. Okay, good. So, Kirby, you are in. Okay, Abigail, you are not in your Jamboard. This is something that you do automatically in class. Yeah, the moment you enter our class, you just go in the Jamboard lah. Then we can talk.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. Kirby, you are in. Oh, you're pasting something. Good.
Is this true or false?
Okay. All electromagnetic one, is it? Okay, vibration.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the same as saying that it is transverse. Now let me explain. So they always draw the wave like this, right? They always draw the wave like that. Now their direction of vibration is this one, correct or not? This is the vibration.
Yeah.
But this is the travel. The wave is traveling to the right, but he is moving up and down. Vibration. Okay, that's a transverse wave. So all electromagnetic have vibration which are perpendicular. Fancy word for saying the vibration is not on the direction of the travel. The vibration is perpendicular lah. I guess lah. You can say that to the direction of travel. Would that be okay? Would that be okay? That's what the
So
sentence is.
it's true, right?
This is true. This is true for a transverse wave, and all electromagnetic is transverse lah. So it is not true when it is not transverse wave. They call it longitudinal wave, and that's for a sound. No? For a sound, this is not true. We can talk about it later. Okay, good for you. Please check. Abigail, you are now in. Okay, good. Yeah. Now tell me, I'm drawing something. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. Remember, Abigail, if you sense that I'm actually drawing something and not you're seeing anything, I keep talking, but how come nothing happens in your screen? You better tell me or be alert lah. Okay, because if I'm explaining, I usually are drawing a lot. Okay. Now, crystallization is something very simple. Okay, crystallization is separation. If you don't understand, I'm gonna explain. I am trying to separate something from something. Now, in this aqueous liquid. This aqueous liquid is, of course, a mixture, correct? A mixture of what? Tell me, Abigail, as much as you know. If you don't understand, you tell me immediately. Remember, we're catching up. Huh?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Okay, now, first thing first, if you want to do crystallization, whatever that means, you're trying to get a crystal, which you don't really know why. Why the heck do you want a crystal? I can tell you something though. The crystal is a pure thing. A crystal is pure. A pure substance of something lah. I'm gonna give you that something. The example is as simple as your salt. Your salt is crystals, ma? If you don't understand what's crystal, well, if you hold a salt, that's a crystal, look. And that is supposedly pure, at least if you make it in lab. Okay. Now, when you're trying to crystallize something, you didn't start with the crystal. I guess I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
It starts with a mixture called an aqueous thing, which is the NaCl flying around in water lah. Right? What else that it be like? You're just dissolving the NaCl in water. In the water, they exist at Na plus and Cl minus. Now, am I making any sense? If not, tell me.
You're making sense.
You're not. Am I making any sense? Sorry. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, in this mixture, which is just plain looking water, as far as you can tell, you cannot tell anything except for the fact that it tastes salty. In this plain water, it's not so plain. It is actually a mixture. A mixture of water and NaCl. Hey, you're trying to get from a mixture into something pure. Again, do you understand that a mixture is, well, not pure? A mixture is not pure at all. You're getting from something not pure into something pure. That's what you're trying to do with crystallization. Okay, that's the basic concept. And to do that, obviously, you have to do some sort of separation. I mean, what else can it be? You have to separate the Na and the Cl from the water. That's what you're doing with crystallization. That's the broad concept. Does this make any sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, let me get to, I have to take turn, yeah? Now, Kirby, what's your question here?
How do I do this?
Red light has a wavelength. Again, hi. Oh. Okay, again, you're supposed to look at the Jamboard. The seven thingy. The seven spectrum thingy, right? You look at that and then you think about it lah. It's actually quite easy once you have that.
What's a red light?
A red light is visible light.
Is that just a light? Visible.
It is visible light, look. If that makes sense.
Oh.
Right. The red light is something you can see. Oh, that's the visible light, the guy in the middle. Okay. To the right, more dangerous. To the left, less dangerous. Yeah. You gotta look at Jamboard. Yeah. You gotta find it yourself, and you can copy it if you want. Okay. Right. Okay. Please try that. Now back to you, Abigail. So I'm separating NaCl from water, and then how do you crystallize? Well, the easiest way is not to use spoon. Definitely not helping us here. The easiest way is not to use filter. Let me confirm, can filter separate a dissolved salt and water? Can we do that?
No.
Very good. You have life experience. You know that once the water is salty, there's nothing you can do in real life. In real life. Now in chemistry, they're very urban. They want to separate it. I don't care. Tell me, with what do they separate? How do we separate water from salt, which in real life you can almost never do?
I think when I read the textbook, they like kind of heated it up.
They use fire or heat lah. You're correct. They use fire or heat. Let me tell you something. They are changing the water from liquid to gas. Isn't that the concept?
Yeah.
Why? Because once the H2O is gas, they will just leave what? It will automatically separate what? That's the goal, man. So chemistry actually acknowledge your real life experience. Real life experience say, I cannot separate liquid water from salt. He say, correct. Therefore, change it to gas. Okay, and by the way, the NaCl will not evaporate. NaCl has a very high melting point. You learned that kind of, hopefully, maybe already. And so it won't turn to gas one. Only the water will turn to gas and automatically it'll just fly away. Am I making any sense?
Yes.
Now, is that crystallization? Let me ask you.
Well, I don't know what happens to like the Na.
Very good. That's only the start. That's not crystallization. Very good. What happened at the start is you heat up the water and then the water start to be gas and then you keep up the heat. It'll take a long time to boil the water, right? A long time. That's also based on experience, man. It'll take maybe 2 hours or 1 hour. Okay. Now, Kirby, any questions so far? Because you seem to be stuck. What's going on?
Oh,
Kirby, are you okay? Kirby, are you okay?
huh?
Kirby, are you okay? You seem stuck.
Yeah. I'm checking the gem bullet.
You're checking. You mean you don't know which page? Okay, yeah, okay. Come on, yeah, okay, good. Okay, now back to you, Abigail. Right. Okay, so Abigail, crystallization happens when the water has run out, almost run out, down here. The water has now boiled over and we are left with very little amount. Okay, all the NaCl will be very concentrated here, which means this water is salty. Now, you tell me first, does that make sense or not?
Yes.
Based on your life experience, not on chemistry, why is the remaining water very salty?
Because like all of the salt is like in like just that area.
Correct. The salt is not leaving, but the water is leaving. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so far so good, right? So far so good. Kirby, how is it? Kirby, how is it? So once the water get to a certain saltiness, which in the chemistry word is very concentrated. I hope that makes sense. Suddenly, solid crystals of salt will appear inside the water. Almost like magic. The salt will start to crystallize, meaning it's too salty, it's too crowded inside the water. Basically, that's what happened. It's too crowded that they choose to now stick together. Previously, they are dissolved. Now, you will start to see the crystal grow down there, like that. You will literally see it. That is the start of crystallization. And then you keep it up until almost all the water is gone. That is the first step of crystallization, to actually make the crystal. How? By concentrating the liquid. That's all it means. The crystallization itself will automatically happen, nothing else. If you don't believe it, because we have never seen it, done in our own home. Who bother boiling salt water? But if you do that, you will see this. Are we okay so far?
Yeah.
That is only the middle step. You get the crystal and we are not done. Okay, we are not done. There's one more step. Are you with me? Are you with
Yeah.
me? Okay, now almost all the water is gone, right? Almost all the water is gone. So I'm going to erase the water. And the NaCl is currently down there, look. Down there. Okay. You have so little water. In fact, you don't see it anymore, but you know it's still wet. So I'm just going to draw a little bit, just a bit wet here. Okay. Now, what is the final step? The final step is for you to simply take your lab tissue paper. I don't know what else to say. In your lab, there's a special tissue paper. You just absorb the remaining salty water, and then you will have pure crystal because the crystal itself is pure. That's the nature of the process of crystallization. It is to be pure. That's it. That's it. Any questions?
No.
Now, in your own words, I don't want fancy words, okay? In your own words, describe how you would, well, do crystallization in your own words. You're using the correct formula, Kirby, correct? Yes, you're saying?
It's when like so you boil like the water away from you boil the water from the mixture till till like the mixture is concentrated enough till it starts to crystallize. Then once there's like almost no water left, you take like some tissue paper, like dry it.
And by the way, you continue boiling until that point. By the way, you don't stop the boiling. That's just how you remove the water, right? Now, of course, you have to use the word separation. That's fancy. You don't have to use the word mixture even. That's fancy. You can if you want to. But understand that we are basically trying to separate the NaCl from the water. This will come in handy very soon. That one I can see. Okay? They are more complicated process, but what you have described is more than enough. Okay, now to convince you, Abigail, do you have your 10-year series? Do they provide you already?
No. What is that?
Then too bad. A 10-year series is just, from the O level, from 10 years of O level, they kind of separate it into topicals. One of the topics called separation, you'll find this kind of question, describe the process of crystallization. And then you can look at the answer key, and then you're kind of happy because you have described the answer key quite well. But you don't have it right now. So that's that.
Okay.
Now, if this is the only thing you want, we are done. Now, what do you think? What do you want to say?
I want to can you help to explain chromatography too?
Yes, I can. Next one. Okay. I'm still following you, Kirby. I'm very happy that you use the formula properly. I'm very happy. Now, for part B, the motion of particle in a sound wave. Kirby, do you know how to do that?
No.
The longitudinal wave, right?
Put it in the thing.
Right? The longitudinal wave, correct?
Yeah.
So to keep it simple, let's see whether this understand or not. The sound is traveling in, let's say from left to right, from left to right. The motion of the particle means the vibration. No? The particle of the air is vibrating. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
The vibration is also from left to right. Left, right, so to speak. So he wants you to describe the vibration of the particle, that's what it means, in relationship to the direction of the wave. That's what he wants. Okay. One more time. Just now in transverse, the wave travels from left to right, but it vibrates up and down, remember?
Yeah.
But here, the wave travels from left to right, the vibration is also left, right, left, right. not up, down, up, down.
Yeah, but so the particles move left and right.
Vibrate
that.
would be nice.
Vibrate
Okay.
left and right.
Not sure whether you can say left and right, but you have to say that it is left and right, just like the direction of the wave. That's what they are trying to aim for here. That's one try. And then you check the answer key for, better sentencing, but that's the concept. Now back to you, Abigail. Now, chromatography. I'll
Yes.
tell you one thing immediately. Chromatography is also separation technique. Now, in crystallization, you are separating what from what? Okay, what is the mixture? What's the starting mixture? That's what you have to think, right? What's the starting mixture?
The salt and water.
Okay, so you are trying to separate salt from water. Okay, making it more general, an ionic substance. Salt is ionic. You're trying to separate an ionic substance from its solvent. Very fancy word. It is dissolved in water, so separating ionic substance from its solvent. Again, very fancy, but salt and water, that's it, Okay, distillation. Chromatography is also separation. The question is, do you know what are you separating? That makes a lot of sense after you understand. Do you know what? What are you separating? Kirby, the first one is correct, yeah? The first one is correct. It's something that you want to memorize also. So this is another number you want to memorize. Oh, it's vacuum. I'm so sorry. I didn't see the vacuum I'm talking about. Kirby, you are correct. It's supposed to be false. What is the speed of sound in vacuum?
0.
You are absolutely correct. I love it. I like it. Good. Now, Abigail, what is it?
Like the kind of like the different.
The different, yes. The different what? The different mixture of what?
I don't know what the term. I think it's like liquid.
Well, tell me, is it solid or liquid or gas?
It's like liquid.
No, it's solid.
Okay.
It's solid. The solids which might be dissolved in the liquid, but the point is you're separating the solids from the solids, which seems to be very well mixed, something like that, which seems to be. That is chromatography, and it is used for analysis. Now, let me again describe you the process, and then you think, is Kakak Philip saying something that makes sense? Is this really separating solid from another solid? Okay, let's see. Kirby, do you understand the second one?
Yeah.
Then, what do you think the answer should be?
True. Right?
And you, I believe, is correct. I believe you're correct. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I prepare a solvent, Abigail, right? And then I prepare the chromatography paper. First up here, before I dip it down, okay? I have to prepare it very simply by drawing a line with a pencil. Why do I draw a line with a pencil? Because the pencil will mess up my chromatography. Will not. Okay? You don't have to draw this with pencil. You don't have to. But if you want to draw something, draw it with pencil. Okay? And then in this pencil, I basically simply put whatever ink I want to separate. So I put this one ink, maybe there's a black ink, I don't know. And then maybe I put a blue ink, I don't know. And maybe then I put a green ink. Okay?
Okay.
And then I dip the chromatography paper, which is almost just like a filter paper. If you have seen a filter paper, then you have roughly seen a chromatography paper. It's just filter paper, just a fancier one. That's all. It's almost like tissue paper, but very hardy. It's almost like. So when you dip it, I'm going to ask you something. When you dip this paper into the solvent, which is just water most of the time, Do you dip it up here? Do you dip it here? Do you dip it here? Or it depends? What is it?
Below like the line.
And why would you do that? If you can explain that, that's more than enough already. Using your own words, please. Good, Kirby. Good. Oh, true. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, sure. That's nice. Can you explain just using your own words, Abigail?
No.
Okay, then let me put it this way. If I dip it below, okay, what happens if I dip it below? If I dip it below, then the ink will obviously spread in water, right?
Yeah.
Which is, first of all, I wouldn't consider that a very nice separation. It is actually, therefore, later mixing with the blue one. That's just a total mess already. That is just not separation. Chromatography is about separating. Okay? We are now mixing the blue and the black and the green inside the solvent. What a mess. What a mess. Now let me ask you, are we separating black from blue, blue from green? Is that the goal here?
No.
Very good, because they're already separate one. They're already separate. Now what are we separating? Again, do you know or not?
The solids?
We are assuming that the black ink, which are the ink itself are solids, The ink may be liquid, but the liquid containing black dye, correct? So actually, this is a dye lah. Do you understand the word dye?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are assuming that it appears black, very uniform. And you're right, Kirby, you're right. Just check one more time. Very uniform, but we're assuming that the black is made out of maybe 2 or more solids. And so with chromatography, same thing with the blue one, same thing with the green one. We are assuming that even though it looks uniform. And so how do we separate? We separate with the help of solvent. But let the solvent do its work properly by letting it climb up slowly. Climbing up slowly, don't dip the dye inside the water that simply messed up everything. Just let it climb. That's all. When it climbs, it will carry the blue, green, and black on its way. It will do so. This makes sense?
Yes.
Now, separation may start to happen. If the black is constructed of 3 different things, I don't know, we're just making things up here. The 3 different things may travel at different speed of the water. The water is traveling at the fastest speed, and then the water will basically carry them at different speed, and therefore separation is achieved. Simply like that. There is no other thing that's happening. The water is just carrying the black splits because the different particles will move at different speed because they are different. I mean, like that.
Okay.
The blue will do the same if it is actually a split. The green will do the same if it's actually a split. After the split, the question will ask you something. Usually, they never tell you to explain the process of chromatography. Usually, they just give you the result of the split one. Okay? But I'm telling you all this process so that you will understand how to answer. I think people don't understand how to answer because they don't understand chromatography. It is actually simply like that. Okay? Now, any question before I ask you to do some question?
No. Anyway, I need to like go to the toilet. So.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll be back.
So Kirby, you notice that certain things they repeat a lot, isn't it? You notice already, right?
Yeah.
Speed, right?
What's
yes.
How many zeros does a nanometer have?
Which you have to know. So it turns out that you do have to know. They don't tell you, correct? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yesterday, what do you ask? It wasn't nano lah. It was
It was
yeah. Write down for me so that yeah. Yesterday
something
I was helping you.
micro.
Yeah, the micro you can see on the table. You see, there's a weird micro thingy, right? -6. No, -6, -6.
Huh?
Minus
No,
6
but
meters.
the
Nano is,
FM is
you are correct, is
Mm.
-9. Correct.
yeah.
Correct. You're absolutely correct. And with that, you should get your 4 marks.
Yeah. Huh?
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, Abhi. Now, have I shared with you the Google Drives of, my questions?
Um, sorry, can you repeat that?
Have I shared with you the Google Drives of my questions?
No.
Then today is a good time to do that. You yourself go to your own Google Drive. Okay, just type Google Drive, right? Do
Okay.
that. Okay. I think Kirby, after maybe 2 more questions, maybe we can try chemistry. Right? You have sensed all the
Okay.
repetition already, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So first, okay. So today, Abigail, I might as well share everything with you. I'll share E-math, A-math, chemistry, and physics. Okay, I'll do that. Your email is I need to know your email. Abigail, can I use your Abigail Xingyi Yang that email? Can I use that to share?
Is it the students one?
The students one. Is that what
Yeah.
you want? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll do that then. How do I do that? I need to copy your email. Copy please. Copy please. I have no idea how to copy your long email. Right. But I need to copy your young email. We copy. Okay, I got that. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Okay. Okay, just testing email. I've shared with you a folder called O Level EM. Can you see that in your Google Drive? If you don't know how to find it, you're gonna tell me, okay?
Okay.
In your Google Drive, there's an option shared with me. So those are the folders that other people shared with you. You click that and then you will see my folder immediately.
Yeah, I see it.
It's in? Okay, good, good. So I've shared 2 emails for you, right? And then now I'm gonna share a math. Wait, might as well share everything. Kirby, I cannot follow you. Could you pull up just a little bit? Just a little bit. Okay, thank you. Okay. So are you stuck? Wait, have you finished your form or no? Haven't. You haven't finished your form. Come on, come on. Actually, I was expecting you to be fast. Bigger, I finished sharing a math, and now I'm sharing physics. Might as well check that, Kirby, because it's 4 marks, right? I really hope that you got it.
Okay.
Okay, how come your 16 becomes 7? Sorry, what happened? What happened there?
Because
16 becomes
the
power.
nanometer thing, right?
Is frequencies unit in nanometer?
I have to like move it, right? I have to change it, I think.
Wait,
Or
no,
since
you
it's
think carefully. Wait, you think carefully.
I
Is
do it wrong.
frequency unit in nanometer? No, right?
Um
Is the unit of frequency? Oh, you lost one mark.
uh
Oh, scary. That was scary. Right.
I don't know.
Now you should know is hertz. HZ lah,
Right.
Hz. Right? Don't convert it to nanohertz. Please don't do that. Okay. Now check your answer key. Oh, that was scary. That was scary. Okay, check. Now, Abigail, I've shared quite a lot of folders with you. One of them is O-level chemistry. Would you please go in? Tell me when you're done. Okay.
How do I do B? But
Yeah, no, because you don't know B. He even say state is a memorization thingy, so I guess I'll just tell you, right?
okay.
It is smaller, is one level smaller than nanometer. So you got nanometer, and then it's one level smaller. So it's like nanometer is 10 power 9, right?
Yeah.
The order for this 10 power minus 10, something like that. Okay, they have a name for it. They call it angstrom, but I don't think you have to memorize that. Just notice that it is one level below nanometer. I think sometimes they ask this, so I guess might as well you memorize
What
that.
about the region?
You look at the table, they give you the table, You should be able to. Now, Abigail, are you
yeah.
in level cam?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a folder combined cam. That's where you play lah. For Sec 3. You see a lot of Sec 4 stuff and it doesn't matter. In a Sec 4 prelim questions, whatever, they always start in order one. They always start with most of the time separation questions because that's what back then they learned in Sec 3. Okay, so I want you to go to combined cam, choose one SA2. Sec 4 SA2 doesn't matter. Tell me which one you choose. Rabi, which one is smaller than 1 nanometer?
This
According
X-ray.
to the,
Right?
yep, X-ray, and that's it. And 0.1 nanometer is 10 to the power minus 10 lah. So, just nice lah. Okay. Yeah, part C, whether you can or not, check the answer key, a bit of memorization. Right. Abigail, which school do you choose? Anything? Don't think.
I chose Changkat, Changi.
Changkat. Where's Changkat? Wait, where's Changkat? SA2 Changkat. Okay, 2019, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Changkat Changi. And then let's check the MCQ first, okay? Let's check first.
Okay.
Right, so MCQ question 1 is question 1, no, question 2, no, question 3, no. There you go. Question 4 is separation, yes? Filtration now. Okay, you will be learning all this, you see. You'll be learning filtration, fractional distillation, simple distillation as a continuation of crystallization. Okay, you don't know what's the answer yet because you don't know what's fractional distillation, simply you don't know. So never mind that. Look at question 5, chromatography, right? Chromatography. as promised, in question 5, they give you the result of the chromatography. Correct?
Yeah.
Let's look at PQRST first. Is P a mixture?
Yeah.
No. As far as you can tell, no. When the water separates it, it doesn't separate. There's only one. As far as you can tell, it's not lah.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense or not? That's the meaning of chromatography. First thing first, you only see one dot. Then it's not a mixture, look, right? Okay, I've already screenshot the question into your Jamboard. So let's use your Jamboard for now. And then we can communicate lah. Yeah, okay. Maybe Kirby, this will be your last one lah. It is the last question anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, let's just finish it. Let's just finish it. Right? You will notice a lot of repetition lah. Okay, so back to the Jamboard, right? So you tell me, between PQRST, who is a mixture as far as you can tell?
T, X, and Y.
T, X, and Y. Good. The rest seems to be not, right? Because the water doesn't seem to separate them. Does it mean that it's guaranteed pure? No. No. It's just that it is not separating, so you don't know. Okay, so you're correct lah. X and Y and T is the obvious mixture for now. Okay, now another rule of chromatography is just how it works, is that if the speed is the same, remember the water has reached here. The water is the fastest guy to travel, but this guy is being carried very slowly by the water. This one slightly faster, this one's even faster, this one even faster, this one the fastest, this one a bit slow. The water is just carrying them through different speed. That's what chromatography is. Yes, correct? Okay?
Yes.
The rule is if you see that they are on the same position, that means they are either as slow as fast as each other. So that means they are most likely to be the same thing. Very likely. Very likely this is the same thing. Very likely this is the same thing, and very likely this is the same thing, because it's very rare for different things to travel at the same speed in chromatography. Very rare. Okay? Those are a lot of explanation for something that is obvious to see. Okay?
Yeah.
Which of the substances are present in mixture X but not in mixture Y? You can answer this already. Okay, Kirby, I see radio waves. Are you saying that you don't understand cable television?
Yeah.
Cable television is optical fiber. Now, do you know that almost every house in Singapore, including yours, has an optic fiber, has a fiber optic? Like your internet. Your internet. Wait, you have not seen a yellow cable in your house? It's very yellow thin cable.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna show you something because I want to. Okay, so Abigail, just waiting for your answer, yeah? I'm gonna show you something so that you notice it in your house, yeah? The ON. Where is the ONC? There you go. There you go. Hey, wait. Come on, show it to me. There you go. There you go. Got it. Okay, I'm showing something in your Jamboard, Kirby. Is mixture and I think I will agree with you, Abigail. Now you can check the answer key. I want you to get used to check the answer key. Right? Oops. Sorry, Kirby. Are you okay. What do I do? Oh, there you go. Yeah, right. So have you seen this kind of thing in your house? It should be there for 2 or 3 years already, maybe more.
Not really.
Then you just check out near your modem, no? You know that you have a modem, right? At the very least, your
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, right? It's like your Wi-Fi router. So your Wi-Fi router. Your Wi-Fi router will be connected to this modem. This is a modem, and the modem has a yellow yellow fiber optic that goes to Singtel or whichever your provider is. That's the yellow guy.
Oh,
That yellow guy goes from Singtel to your house or from M1 or whatever. Okay, and that fiber, the inside is what your textbook is looking at, is showing you, right? It's like that. You're showing me something? Yes, good. I always want to see. What is it? Okay. Abigail, have you checked the answer key?
Where's the answer key?
It's usually at the behind of the PDF one, so you get used to that. Now, Kirby, this is yellow, but it is thick. This is a normal Ethernet cable, which means inside is copper, which means it is not a fiber optic. The fiber optic cable is much thinner. This guy is the guy next to it, this one. Okay, so it's not. The fiber optic is surprisingly even thinner than this Ethernet cable, and yet it's much faster. So they claim it is true though, it is true. Okay, so even though you don't know, I hope you know something. I hope it is serving your home. My home, your home. Okay, now, does that help you? I guess let's see right? Okay, how about A? How about A? Okay, now when they say light, they don't tell you which light, right? But the moment they say light, they mean visible light or you.
Yeah.
So they're telling you something else. Oh, it's a visible light. Okay. Fiber optic use visible light. Abigail, can you find the answer key?
No.
Really? This guy don't have answer key? Wait, what? Wait. Let me check. Oh, that's so weird. Not your fault. Okay, not your fault. Right. Okay, good. Now that's your first question from prelim. Is exam level. If you don't think this is very hard, well, chromatography is never very hard. It's just that maybe you don't understand or other people don't understand that they think it's very hard. It's not. It's not at all. Okay. Now, I want you to see the MCQ question from 1 to around, I don't know, 7 lah. Do you see anything else that you have learned? Just want to confirm.
Okay, wait, let me check.
Yes. Because this will tell you what you're facing in exam.
How come the answer sheet says that
Yes.
the satellite is microwaves? And
let me see the drawing. Let me see the drawing. You're referring to the first one, right?
Yeah, isn't the satellite thing?
Yeah, so when they say television, the transmitter, the terrestrial television, which simply means they use tower instead of satellite. If they use tower, that's radio wave. Terrestrial radio wave. But if they're using satellite, they're using microwave, and that's something new, and that's something you memorize, I guess. Right? Now, for us in Singapore, we no longer use terrestrial and we no longer use satellite. We just use cable.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why we don't even understand. Yeah, fair.
But it doesn't say anything for cable. I'm
so sorry?
It doesn't say anything for cable. It's just satellite and terrestrial.
Which is very weird. Yeah, they're supposed to say visible light. What? I have no idea why they don't say that. I have no idea. Right. Okay. Right. So Abigail, what do you think?
Well, I don't really recognize anything else.
Not even question 1 and 2. Let me confirm that. Not even question 1 and 2.
Oh.
In fact, 1, 2, and 3 lah. In fact, 1, 2, and 3. In fact.
Wait, I think I get question 1, 2, and 3, I guess.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you to practice to, first of all, screenshot. Could you please screenshot 1, 2, and 3, and then put it in Jamboard, and then, let at least do that, because very likely this will be an exam. Make sense?
Yes.
In order of learning anyway. So please do that. Let's see whether you can screenshot easily. If you don't know how to screenshot, please tell me immediately. Okay, so Kirby, let's try question B. Now, is question B confusing to you?
Yeah.
Now, the second universal formula. The first one is VF lambda. You have been using it very well. There's a second universal formula, very simple. It's what you learn in primary 5. Distance, speed, and time. Tell me what's the
Oh
formula.
yeah.
Tell me, write down.
Uh, I don't remember. It's like distance equals speed over
You better figure it out
time,
which one is
right?
which. Right, which one? Okay,
Speed
you're
over
gonna write it
time.
down. I'll tell you whether it's right or wrong, but you better at least write something. Because that affects your math also. So I think that, right? So Abigail, go ahead and do question 1, 2, and 3. We discuss about it, right?
Right?
Distance is speed over time. Okay, now let's you have to have a tool to find out whether you're right or wrong. Because if not, it's full of memorization and you don't like memorization. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I'm teaching you how to confirm. Okay, so it's something like this. You may forget formula, but you don't forget unit 1. That's what I always tell you. What is the unit of distance? You write down beside in a bracket. The unit of distance is.
Meter.
So you write down next to it. Distance is meter bracket. Okay, and then we're gonna figure out the unit of speed.
Oh, I searched it up. I know now.
Okay, then once you think about unit, you should be able to figure out what's wrong, and then let's fix it lah. How do we fix it? Okay, so time is second, right? So does it make sense? Meter is from meter per second divided by second. So meter per second times second becomes meter. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And you, Kirby, are using your knowledge. Now, how do you use knowledge to check your memorization? How? By referring to the
Answer sheet.
unit. No, the unit.
The unit. Yeah.
In
That
exam,
too.
if you want to know whether your formula is correct or not, just check the unit. Your logic is working when you're thinking about a unit. You notice that? Your logic works, you just fix it by yourself. I don't have to tell you. You are correct.
Yeah.
Please use this technique in exam. You understand or not?
Yes.
You gotta use this technique in exam. All right, now you have the second universal formula. Does it help you in B? Think lah. Okay, Abigail, of course, I see your work because I'm talking to Kirby doesn't mean I don't follow your work. Are you waiting for me?
No, I'm still doing it.
Very good, very good. Never wait for me, intuition. Good, good, good. Okay. What's wrong, Abigail? Tell me, what's wrong?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
We're supposed to check the time.
You're adjusting the formula, sure, okay. Okay, you're right, you're making it to meter, you're very sensitive to unit, good, 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 good. All good stuff, right? Your speed is there, good, very good. And of course, you can use your calculator to help you, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes, Abigail?
what does energy of particles mean?
Okay. So at the start, they are asking you to imagine the liquid as particles, the gas as particles, the solid as particles, right? That's what they're asking you to do. So when they say energy of particle, it's not a very nice way of saying it. Just imagine it as the speed for now lah. It is not entirely true. there is the speed and then there's potential energy. You're supposed to know that the particle have speed, kinetic energy, and potential energy. I'm guessing that you have no problem imagining them speeding, but you do have problem imagining their potential energy lah. Am I correct?
Yes.
For now, even though it's wrong, just imagine the speed part and you are just ignoring the potential one for now. Okay, at least you imagine half correctly, right? Okay, Kirby, you got a very low number, less than 1 second, which is good or bad?
Good. Yeah.
Good. The thing
Yeah.
travels very fast from the satellite to your dish, which means your TV is not lagging very much. I would call that good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In part C, if you don't understand, that's because it's from the light chapter lah. Maybe you avoid C for now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, how about D? D would be a summary of things lah. Hopefully, you can answer at least some, or C. Hopefully, D. No, D.
It's just like because it's the different type of wave, right?
Mm-hmm.
The longitudinal wave.
Longitudinal, right? Uh-huh.
Yeah. And the transverse wave.
Yeah. Which for 4 marks, I think they want you to describe the difference between longitudinal and transverse. Something like that. They want
Why
that.
have to do that?
Do you know how to at least word it? So you're at least practicing how to word it. You can write it, you can type it, okay? But I want you to type something or write something before checking the answer key. Now, for you, Abigail. Now, liquid become gas, right? Now, again, when they ask you to imagine liquid, you imagine particles close or far from each other?
Bit close.
Liquid. Close, right? But they are a bit messy lah because liquid ma, correct? Liquid, they're sloshing around. So gas, you imagine the particles far or close?
Far.
Which I will agree with you, okay? So it's far. And the speeding around, the gas will be speeding around quite fast, correct? And bouncing around.
Yeah.
The liquid will be slightly vibrating. So they're not speeding around, but speed can be vibration speed. Okay, clear, yeah? So liquid is vibrating around, and so you're already adjusting lah, because I don't think the attractive force is increasing, it should be decreasing, correct or not?
Yeah.
Because they are further, and then the energy should be increasing again instead of decreasing. So with the proper imagination, you can answer the question quite well for now. Okay. There is one question that there's one thing that you don't understand the potential energy, but looks like we don't need it now. Looks like. Okay, now guess. Obviously all these are wrong and this is correct. So yeah, done. Okay. Now this is not considered the hardest exam question, but they are not particularly easy also. You have to think about it. In fact, it takes quite a long time to think about them. And so this is I guess this is the minimum standard of your upcoming exam, I suppose. Okay. You cannot do question 4 because you haven't studied everything. Okay, now let's go to the paper 2, right? So Kirby, are you typing something?
Yeah.
Where are you typing it? Sorry. Where are you typing it? Okay, you're typing
it out.
Right. Please. Okay, so you look at paper 2 for a while, Abigail. Please confirm that question 1, you have not seen it before. Question 1. Paper 2 lah, question 1.
Yeah, I don't get nucleon.
But they have talked about it. Is it?
Yeah, I think they talk about this in second.
So they really like this, and this will happen, I believe, in your upcoming exam. So, we found another thing to talk about, which should be relevant. Okay, yeah? So, shall we talk about this?
Okay.
Okay, right. Now, at the same time, Abigail, I'm giving you tools to study yourself if you don't have any help from class. Okay, Your tools are in the form of exam paper. Surprisingly, this is from Sec 4 prelim. Now, what does this tell you? The difficulty of questions that you're facing right now will exactly be the same as when you face it in Sec 4 prelim.
Okay.
They're just adding more topics. They're not adding the difficulty of the topics. Once you are done with the topic, the difficulty is like that one. Okay, which is why you can use prelim questions to help you one. You don't need a specifically Sec 3 questions lah. That would be nice, but you don't need to. Okay, and once you understand this question, then likely you at least have a good idea of the topic. Now, Kirby, are you
Okay.
still typing? Because I'm not seeing anything at all.
In the Jamboard.
Yes, I am. I believe I. Oh, okay. So the
Working
reason
on
is
it.
because
What's
when
up,
you're
rich people?
typing, when you're typing, it doesn't appear. Okay, good. Oh, the medium one I like a lot. The medium a lot. Oh, I like the medium a lot, right? But you don't mention the transverse and longitudinal. I think that's the
I'm
other
writing.
box.
I'm still
Cool.
writing.
Go. I like. Oh, you know the medium thingy. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, for you, Abigail. So let's understand nucleon, proton, neutron, and electron. That's the 4 things that you need to understand. Everything else will be explained by these 4. Now, your teacher will say nucleon is proton plus neutron. And you can go and memorize that, or you can try to understand it. Now, here's an atom. Let's say the atom is Na. In your periodic table, Na will have a number 11 here and 23. Okay, I know that already, 11 and 23. Now, do you know what is the meaning of 11?
No.
All right, very simple. Do you have a periodic table, by the way? Do you have a periodic table in with you? You know, a printed periodic table.
No.
Then you better look at the periodic table, which is just 2 pages before. You better look at. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That means periodic table you're not supposed to memorize. They will give it to you, but you better understand it lah, right? So find sodium. Okay. So
Yeah,
maybe Kirby, I'm guessing you get 3 marks. Yes, you're saying, Abigail?
I found it.
All right. Okay. 11 and 23 lah, right? Okay. So Kirby, you go and check the answer key. Hopefully you do that 3 marks. This is good lah.
I'm
Hopefully. Let's check.
still writing.
Oh, right, man. Right. Go. You're not giving up. Good. So notice Abigail. Notice Abigail that next to 11 is 12 mg. Okay. Next to mg is 13. You jump a bit, you see 13, no? Before is 10. In fact, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 until 20. There is no skip at all for the first number. The first number has no skip one. Correct?
Yeah.
The second number, which is bigger, will have skips. You just check. The second number is 1, and then 4, helium 4, and then 7, and then 9, and then 11, 12, 14, 16. There will be irregular skips. But the first smaller number will never skip. Okay? All right?
Yeah.
That's something important because that tells us something. Okay? First thing first, the smaller number is the proton number. And turns out this universe is designed, at least I believe it's designed by God. Yeah? I believe that God designed it intentionally. Proton number 1 will be something. Proton number 2 will be something else. It's very tidy in the proton sense. If you have a different proton number, you are just different from me, totally different element already. It's kind of easy that way, kind of clear that way.
Yes.
Sodium will always have proton number 11. Nobody else have proton number 11. Nobody else. Okay, 12 will be magnesium, nobody else, and so on and so forth. Right? So that's the number. Kind of make you feel better. That's the 11, the smaller number. Whether the number is actually in the bottom or the top, that's not the problem. there will always be somebody smaller and somebody bigger, whether it is on top or at the bottom. Do not memorize the position. Do you understand, Abigail?
Yes.
Now, regarding the atom itself, you learn in physics, chemistry also, but you learn in physics mostly that the center of the atom will be protons and neutrons. You tell me if you don't know this. Do you know this or not?
Yeah.
Okay, then you hold on to that thought, and the circling one, the orbiting one, will be electrons. And that's how a proton, that's how an atom works. Okay,
Yes.
now there is one more thing to notice. The proton and the neutron are heavy, and the electrons are super light. Our sun is very heavy and big. Compared to that, our Earth is nothing.
Okay.
Okay? The ones orbiting are very light. The ones being orbited, the one in the center, are very heavy. And then we say proton has almost the same weight as neutron. For chemistry purposes, they are exactly the same. So one proton has the same weight as one neutron. We pretend that that is true in chemistry. Okay?
Okay.
If this feels like a bit of memorization, I hope you can memorize it because it's not that terribly complicated. It's not. Kirby, are you done? I'm not seeing any more.
No.
Okay. But 2 more minutes and then you check the answer key, okay? 2 more minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so now Abigail, what is 11, the proton number? What is 23, the proton plus neutron? Not the neutron. Now, why bother giving you proton plus neutron? I'll tell you why. It's very simple. Because proton plus neutron is the weight of the atom, which is something very important. The weight of the atom are the heavy stuff, the proton plus neutron. So 23 is a more useful number than 12. Do you know what's 12?
No.
12 is the neutron number. Why neutron? Because 23 is 11 plus 12. Proton 11, neutron is 12.
Okay.
Let me tell you one more time. 23 is more important than 12. That's why they give you 23, not 12. They're not trying to make your life difficult. Alamak, my goodness, why don't you just give me the neutron number? Why do you have to make me 23 minus 11? Because 23 is important, not 12.
Okay.
Yeah. If you don't see why, you will see that very soon in a topic called MR, the most important topic. Check the answer key, Kirby. I hope you get 4 marks.
There's nothing in the answer key.
There's nothing in the answer key. There's nothing.
Yeah, for that question. Stop push the party.
What nonsensical answer key? Okay, your fancy words are all great. I like all your fancy words there, okay?
Yeah.
I like it. Very good.
I use
Okay, Kirby, let's not be lazy. You do 5 minutes of chemistry. Go, go, go. Okay.
Okay, but my phone's about to run out of battery. So bad.
When it runs out, it runs out. All right? When it runs out. Okay, back to you, Abigail. Now, again, so you know the two numbers will you 11, 23. Now, you choose for me from the table, you choose for me a random element, please. Tell me which one.
Calcium.
What are the two numbers?
48 and 112.
That's not calcium.
Oh.
Calcium is 20, 40. Which element are you looking at?
Wait, cadmium.
Cadmium, right? CAD, right? Cadmium. Okay, let me follow you. Cadmium. Cadmium is cadmium. I have no idea. Cadmium. 48 and 112. Okay, you tell me what this two number means.
No. 48 is the proton and 112 is like the weight.
Which is proton plus
neutron.
And you are taking my word that 112 will be very important in term 2. You're just
Yeah.
taking my word. Okay. Now, let me ask you something. What's the electron number? You know where? If you don't know, just help.
Should I do to pick that?
64.
That's the periodic trend, is it? Okay, let's do that lah. Yeah, let's do that, Kirby. You're saying, Kirby, sorry, you're saying, Abigail?
64.
No, surprisingly, the electron number is simply 48. What you're saying, 64, that's the neutron number, what?
Yeah.
The number of neutron. Electron, I was asking you the electron number. Proton number, 48. Neutron number, 64. Nucleon number, nucleon is simply proton plus neutron. The one that I claim is important, 112 lah. What's the electron number? Now, Kirby, if you do not know how to answer, you tell me immediately. Yes, Abigail?
I don't know.
Unless it's an ion, you know what's an ion? Something who loses or gains electron, correct?
Okay.
So unless it's an ion, the electron number is exactly the same as proton number. An atom has the same proton as electron. Also, nice design, I suppose, that way. So,
Okay.
How do I do this?
by memorization, sad, right? Very sad. Right?
Uh,
Okay, try number 3 first. Try number 3 first.
okay.
Try number 3 first. If cannot, we're gonna do a skip and then we're gonna talk about the memorization on Monday, lah, right? We don't have time. And now I know what is the state of your memorization, right? Okay, now let's go back to the question, Abigail. Let's go back to the question. Okay, now let me tell you something about this question. This question is not asking you to find who is A, who is B, who is C, who is D, who is E. He's not asking you to do that. Because you can do that, Abigail. You can actually do that. How do we know who is A, B, C, D? Very easy. Just use the proton number. The proton number is the identification, the very tidy one. Make sense?
Yeah.
For example, go and find who is 92. Just go and find. Just go find period number 92. Who is it? Tell me. Very interesting, Kirby. Okay, very interesting. All right, sure. Oh.
Why?
Oh, but you're right. You're right. The answer is C. You're right. Okay, who is it, Abigail? Who's proton number 92? Yes?
I can't find it.
Can. In the periodic table, just go until you find number 92 on top. Go find 92. Oh,
Yeah.
the 92 is at the special 2 rows on the bottom. It's very weird. The special 2 rows at the bottom.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah, what was it?
Uranium.
Correct. And that's not what they want you to do in this question. Never. Again, just to test, if you want to know who is A, just look for proton number 37. Who is that?
Yeah.
And who would that be?
Rubidium.
Correct. Which is, however, not what they want. They're not trying to ask you that. Okay. Instead, they ask you something that they think is more important. What is the nucleon number for particle A? You may be very tempted to go to the periodic table and find, hey, that's rubidium, right? And then the nucleon number is below there, man. Correct or not? In the periodic table, you do have the nucleon number. Correct or not?
Yes.
It could be flip. At least one more. But that's not what they want you to do. What they want you to do is 37 plus 48 equals to whatever that is, which is 85. So happens, it is the same as periodic table. So happens lah, and therefore, but they want to see you do 37 plus 48. That is what they want to see, because that's the meaning of nucleon number.
Okay.
So far, so good. Not that bad, right? Not
Yeah.
that bad. Now, particle B. Okay, at least one more could be, and then we call it A. Particle B is a negative ion. It's so simple. The proton number is lesser than the electron number. It's very simple one. Remember, in a normal atom, proton number equals to electron number. When you are negative ion, you have gained some electron. Proton number lesser than electron number. Very simple one. Look at that. Correct or not?
Yeah.
53 is smaller than 54 ion. You are negative ion. Explain why something is a positive ion. The other way, so simple one. Okay. Now
What's
you
a
tell me
period?
which one's a positive ion. Yes, you're saying, Kirby?
What's a period? Is that the
What's a
left
period?
to right?
Okay.
What's
The
it?
period is from left to right.
Okay.
The row lah, the row. The group is the column. You gotta memorize that, I guess lah. Yeah, you gotta memorize that.
Yeah.
And you know what? You are correct. You're correct. It is B. It is B, Kirby. You're correct.
What do I do
Okay,
for?
Kirby. You want to know for, right? So Abigail,
Yeah.
for now, you answer me which one's a positive ion, and then you can go. Yeah. Kirby question.
E and F.
E and F, and E is not D. Yeah, and you will be correct. You will be correct. Simple, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about isotopes later lah. Okay. Yeah, Abigail. I'll see you
Yes.
next week. I'll see you next week. But I might request an additional tuition to help you catch up. Would that make sense? All right. I will talk about it in WhatsApp. Good job for today, and I'll see you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Kirby. In the end, surprisingly, is memorization again. Annoying, right? It's memorization again. Okay, and your video is gone, and that's why I cannot see. But doesn't matter though. Oh, Kirby, I cannot hear. Oh, Kirby, you cannot hear me. Kirby, you cannot hear me. Kirby, you cannot hear me. Kirby, you cannot hear me.